Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Brian Sanders, and here's the latest from Denver 7. Today will be an emotional day across the metro. The Highlands Ranch community will come together to honor and remember 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo, who was killed in the STEM school shooting last week. Kendrick has been described as a hero. His family says he rushed one of these suspected shooters to help put an end to the threat, saving many lives but sacrificing his own. Nicole Brady has details of today's service.
Kendrick Castillo's courage has inspired so many, including the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, which will hold its first ever procession for a civilian today. That procession will begin at County Line in Holly and will make its way to the Cherry Hills Community Church for that service starting at 1 p.m. today. Fellow classmates say Kendrick Castillo didn't hesitate last week when another 18-year-old student pulled out a gun. They say Kendrick ran toward the danger, allowing others to escape with their lives. We know that Kendrick was an engineering whiz and a member of the STEM school robotics team. He was also an avid outdoorsman, but his father says he also idolized his grandfather, who was a Marine.
That was Kendrick. You know, he loved that honor. He loved the patriotism. You know, we're Hispanic by nature, but, you know, we're Americans to the core.
Here at STEM school, classes have not resumed yet, but fellow students have left many messages, including signs that say Kendrick is my hero. STEM strong signs are all around Highlands Ranch, and the support from the community will be on full display today. At STEM School, Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
No doubt it will be a huge turnout. If you cannot make it to the service, you can still help out by donating blood. Today from 10 to 4, UC Health, Highlands Ranch, and Vitalant will hold a Community Heroes blood drive that will help first responders in case a tragedy like this happens again. You can donate at Northridge Rec Center on South Broadway in Highlands Ranch. We have been bringing you full coverage of this tragic STEM school shooting since the moment it happened. You can find all of our reporting on our Denver 7 streaming apps for Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire, as well as on thedenverchannel.com. Flags are flying at half-staff across the country today in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day. It's a day to honor law enforcement officers who were killed in the line of duty last year. A memorial service will take place at our nation's capital, including the roll call of heroes, where the names of all 228 officers killed will be read. 3 Colorado officers killed in the line of duty last year will be honored as part of that ceremony this morning. They are Deputy Heath Gum, who was shot and killed while responding to an assault call in Thornton; Micah Flick, an El Paso County deputy killed in a shootout with an auto theft suspect; and Matthew Moreno, a Los Animas deputy who was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver. Today, the State Oil and Gas Commission holds its first meeting to discuss how they'll implement the newly passed Oil and Gas Overhaul Bill. That bill requires the Oil and Gas Commission to adopt new rules to rein in the industry in the name of public health. The bill also gives local communities more power to regulate new drilling. One local community already taking advantage of that local control is Broomfield. The city council there unanimously approved a 6-month moratorium to allow the city to update ordinances in light of the new state law. That moratorium expires November 14th. In our growing Colorado, with rising rent prices, some families are getting squeezed out of their homes. The city of Denver started a pilot project last year with Colorado Legal Services to give legal help to people facing eviction.
We did not win every case, but about 70% of the time we were able to get tenants additional time in which to find other housing.
Those are just some of the results that will be presented to a Denver City Committee this morning. The Denver program is also doing so well that Adams and Broomfield counties have created similar programs with Colorado Legal Services. This morning, we have a sneak peek at a brand new exhibit for you and the family to enjoy at the Denver Zoo. Today, the zoo celebrates the grand opening of a new grizzly bear habitat. Denver 7's Eric Lufer walks us through how the exhibit will help visitors understand how to better live in harmony with bears.
Hey, welcome to Harmony Hill, right here at the old polar bear exhibit here at the Denver Zoo, set to open up today. This is one innovative exhibit as well. It was back in 1918 when the Bear Mountain was created here at the zoo. It was the first ever naturalistic exhibit in North America. And now, 101 years later, a new exhibit for the 2 rescued bears who live here at the Denver Zoo. Harmony Hill, it's in the name, Harmony, because that's what this exhibit is all about, living in harmony with the animals. Official opening, 9 o'clock today. It's going to be a busy day here at the Denver Zoo as everybody comes and checks out this new bear exhibit. I'm Eric Lou for Denver 7.
And great weather for it. Stacy has a look at another warm, sunny day.
That is the truth. Afternoon highs in the 80s for this afternoon. We'll have windy, warm conditions, and we'll stay in the 80s for another day after today, Thursday. And then on Friday, we cool it down into the mid-70s with afternoon storms. Even cooler still on Saturday, a cold front coming through, but this is cold by no means. We'll have afternoon highs in the mid to upper 60s over the weekend, and then 58 on Monday. Also a chance for a few scattered showers, and 62 by Tuesday. So enjoy that sunshine while it's around.
New rankings this morning list which colleges in Colorado give you the best value for your money. U.S. News and World Report came up with its list by looking at academic quality, cost, and financial aid. The University of Denver ranked the highest among Colorado schools at 58th in the country. CU Boulder and Colorado School of Mines ranked in the 130s. Colorado State University ranked 141st. So why didn't our schools fare so well? Well, according to the report, our universities are not doing a good job meeting students' financial needs. More colleges are looking for Native American students to increase the cultural makeup of their campuses. A Denver charter school is also trying to focus on cultural identity, teaching a curriculum through an indigenous lens. Denver 7's Micah Smith explains the school's innovative teaching approach.
According to the latest census data, there are 46,000 Native Americans living in the Denver metro. That means there are thousands of school-age Native American students attending Denver public schools, but on average, just 50% graduate. In 2017, just 47% of Native American students graduated from DPS. But the American Indian Academy of Denver wants to change that. I talked to the founder of the school, Terry Bissonette, who says research shows Native American kids who are secure in their cultural identity have more success in schools, especially in areas where they typically struggle. Bissonette says all students will be welcome, but the plan is to teach students through an indigenous lens, providing cultural support and a rigorous curriculum. We talked to one parent who says she plans to send her kids to the new school because this type of charter school would have been extremely helpful for her.
I am from the reservation of the Navajo Nation, and I was one of those struggling students that came off the reservation into the city, but I have bounced back and forth, so I did grow up in the city.
The American Indian Academy of Denver was supposed to open last fall, but due to low enrollment numbers and challenges getting the word out, that date had to be postponed. But this summer, Bissonette says they'll be hosting events and letting the community know that this is in fact an option in hopes of opening in fall of 2020. Reporting in Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Thank you, Micah. We have an exact date on when you can visit the iconic Maroon Bells Trail near Aspen. Pitkin County officials say the opening date is now May 24th. That is earlier than the June 15th previous opening date. The Forest Service shared these pictures of cleanup efforts near Maroon Bells. Avalanches this winter completely covered the road to the trail. The Forest Service says if you plan to visit in early June, prepare for significant snow around Maroon Lake. Colorado-based Snooze restaurant is opening its 11th location in Colorado today. The new location is in Westminster at Orchard Park Place off of 144th and I-25. Snooze started in Denver 13 years ago. In addition to the Colorado locations, Snooze is also in California, Arizona, and Texas. And I will be highlighting unique and interesting Colorado companies every week here on Denver 7. And we know there are a lot of them, so if you have a business that you'd like to see featured in our newscast, be sure to email us. The address is ourco@thedenverchannel.com. The company can be from any industry. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.